What's up guys, it's Strangelove here, and this video is actually going to be for all you Darksiders fans. So a little over a week ago, Nordic Games announced that they're working together with Gunfire Games to bring us a remake of Darksiders 2 for the next-gen consoles called the Darksiders 2 Deathinitive Edition. They just had to make it a pun, didn't they? It's pretty much going to be the same Darksiders 2 that we know and love, but with sort of an HD upgrade. Well, the previous game was HD, so this is actually more of a shiny and polished version of Darksiders 2, made for the next-gen consoles. Or is it okay to call it current-gen at this point? Xbox One and PS4. Now, if you're not familiar with Gunfire Games, they're a small development team who's currently working on a VR game called Chronos, but more importantly, they're almost entirely composed of ex-Vigil Games employees who used to work on Darksiders, which is why Nordic Games is working with them to make the remake. Now, a more polished and updated version of Darksiders 2 for the next-gen consoles is nice and all, but what's more interesting for us Darksiders fans is what Nordic Games said in their press release when they made the announcement about the remake. And I quote, "We took over the franchise roughly 2 years ago and thought about the next chapter for Darksiders ever since then. Naturally and extremely excitedly, there will be a large-scale project based on Darksiders, but for now, it is very important for us to take care of the existing games and make those available to a broader audience." End quote. Now, if you're a big fan of Darksiders like myself, you may have read that quote and went, "Oh my god, they're making Darksiders 3!" But that could be, and likely is, a case of reading way too far into something. However, when you go to the Gunfire Games website and look at the drop-down list of games that they're working on, they have Herobound, Chronos, Darksiders 2's remake, and Project X. And the only other thing on the page is some artwork of some skeleton guys wearing these robot outfits, and whatever game that is, it looks pretty awesome. So could this top-secret Project X really be Darksiders 3? Who knows? This is all speculation, of course, and we haven't really gotten any definitive answers one way or the other, but a girl can dream, right? Now, some people seem to think that the reason they're making Darksiders 2 for the next-gen consoles is because they want to gauge whether or not people are still interested in the franchise enough for them to make a Darksiders 3, which kinda doesn't make sense to me because most of the people who love the franchise and would love to see a Darksiders 3 have already played both 1 and 2, but won't necessarily buy the game again on the next-gen consoles. What makes more sense to me is that if they already had plans to make a Darksiders 3, that they would want to bring everybody up to speed with the previous games in the franchise by bringing them to the next-gen consoles, and this kind of falls in line with what Nordic said in their quote about making the existing games more available to a broader audience. So if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that I love the Darksiders games, and I would definitely want to see a Darksiders 3, much like everybody else, and if any of you Darksiders fans are still lurking around my channel, leave me a comment below and let me know what you think of all these speculations, and also what you would like to see if they made a Darksiders 3. Now, the only thing that has me a little bit worried is the fact that Gunfire Games has been working a lot with virtual reality for their own IPs, which is completely cool. But if they do end up making a Darksiders 3 down the line, I would be kind of hesitant to go in the direction of VR for Darksiders 3. Maybe you guys share that opinion with me, maybe you don't. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. Alright you guys, if I hear anything else about a potential Darksiders 3, you know I'm gonna be all over that, so make sure to subscribe to stay up to date. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, this is Strangelove signing out. Bye guys!